Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
Hello and welcome. Credit B presents Cricbuzz Live. Credit B loans anytime, anywhere. Right, let's talk about all that happened yesterday. There's been so much drama. There's been more emotion than reason in all that happened. And I think it's important to just put some things in perspective. We've had a little bit of time for everything to calm down. And maybe we can now look at reason rather than emotion. First thing, you cannot refer a waist-high no ball to the third umpire. You cannot. It's not in the laws of the game. It doesn't matter whether some of us like it, whether you like it or no. It is the law, and the umpire has to go by the playing conditions. In this case, the playing conditions, and you cannot dispute that. If you think the playing conditions are wrong, that's for a later day. You cannot berate the umpires today because they followed the playing conditions to the T. I actually believe the umpires handled it absolutely perfectly, absolutely spot on. You cannot refer it to the third umpire. You can in case of a dismissal, because that is what the playing condition allows, because you have to be abundantly clear that you have exhausted all resources before giving the batsman out. So that is one thing. Let's get that straight away out of the way. You cannot refer it. The other thing is, where was the third umpire? Let's look at it from the square leg umpire. Let's look at it from the square leg umpire's point of view. Just remember that the law says it has to be above waist high. It's generally interpreted to be above trouser high when the batsman is in an upright position at the crease. Now look at that photograph of Rovman Powell again, and look at it now from the square leg umpire's point of view. Rovman Powell is at least 3 feet out at the point of contact. The ball is on its way down. So the ball still has to traverse 3 feet. Rovman Powell's back leg is bent. That means the umpire has got to make an assessment of where he would be when he was standing fully upright. So the umpire has got to consider the trajectory of the ball, the amount it has to travel, and what the normal height of the batsman would be. All this with the ball coming at 130 kilometers an hour, it is very, very difficult. The umpire, in his judgment, chose to make the call. We are all sitting and watching it on replays, and we are passing judgment, but he had to do it at that very moment. Now, one other thing. Nitin Menon is an ICC elite panel umpire. He got it absolutely spot on. It is the job of the square leg umpire. The square leg umpire will signal to the straight umpire. The straight umpire will then make the call. So it wasn't Nitin Menon's call. It was a square leg umpire's call. The square leg umpire, in his view, determined that if the batsman had been standing in an upright position, the ball would not have been above waist high. You can dispute that is fine, but do respect the fact that the ball was coming at that speed and it wasn't easy. Now, what about what the Delhi Capitals did? The Delhi Capitals were told very clearly that you cannot do that because the playing conditions do not allow you to do that. Even when the coach came running out, the coach was very clearly told that you cannot refer. They kept saying, why don't you refer? But they were told very clearly that you cannot refer it. And so the passion got the better of everybody. I'm glad that Rishabh Pant did come out afterwards and say that, look, the heat got to us and we should not have done what we did. But he also admitted that the umpire got it wrong, and that is a matter of his judgment. So all I'm here to say in this vlog is the on-field umpires, following the letter of the law, the playing conditions, got it absolutely spot on. Sometimes when you're a judge, you may not like the law, but you're duty bound to interpret the law as it stands. And so I thought the on-field umpires got it absolutely right in their interpretation of the playing conditions. So let's cut them some slack. I've seen so much criticism, but a lot of it has come from a place where people are not completely aware of the playing conditions. So that is what it is. I do believe that when Dhoni entered the field a couple of years ago, if you had come down very hard on saying you cannot do that, the Delhi Capitals would not have ended up doing what they did. So much drama. What I would like to remember in the end was Prasidh Krishna bowled a fantastic 19th over. Joss Butler hit a great 100. Let's remember the game for that. And remember the fact that if you call your team in, you guarantee defeat. Whereas if they stay on the field, there's an outside chance they can hit those 3 sixes and actually win you the game. So there you are. Lots of drama, lots of emotion. But sadly, the playing conditions tell the story very clearly.